So, hi guys, a very good evening to all of you. Please confirm if I'm audible, visible, so that I can begin with the session. Am I audible? Am I visible? Hi, keep going. Hi, Maharshi. Hi, Sumit, Shaila, Rishika. Shall I begin? Good evening, Harpreet, Rudresh. So, please confirm if I'm audible and visible, so that I can begin. All okay. Okay. First of all, if you have not subscribed to our channel, do subscribe it. Also, अगर session पसंद आए तो like जरूर कर देना. Moving ahead, let's revise whatever we have done. So the first so the first question for you all is: yesterday I told you that Gujarat, Karnataka, and Kerala, they are the top three best performing states in your state startup ranking 2022, which was declared on your 8th National Startup Day. You have to tell me on which date is your National Startup Day. When do we celebrate National Startup Day? What is the day? Good evening, Aditi. Could you please tell me at which date do we celebrate this? कब celebrate करते हैं National Startup Day? We celebrated at 16th of January. Amazing. And the next is regarding Department of Empowerment and your National Human Resource Development Network, who has at your International Purple Fest in Goa, we have launched the event where we'll be helping disabled to get employment. So this was very easy. Next thing is your Niti Ayog. Okay, Tamil Nadu is also at first. Is that so? Next thing is Niti Aayog, and which organization is showcasing millets as in your Asian and African countries to be at number one. And why are they doing it? Because they want to map and exchange good practices initiatives for millets mainstreaming. So one is your Niti Aayog, and what is the other organization which is there? Yes, World Food Program is the correct answer. Next thing is your D Labs, which is at your Indian School of Business. It has actually collaborated and formed a Built for Billions Startup Accelerator Program. So in this Startup Accelerator Program, one is your Union Bank of India and the other one is whom? ये एक RBI की subsidiary है, so you have to tell me what is the name of that subsidiary. Yes, very good. What is the name of that subsidiary? Under your Built for Billions, it is what? No, it is not Rabbit, it is RBIH. Yes, very good. It is your RBIH. Moving ahead, I asked you to write all the subsidiaries of your Reserve Bank. So, all in all, you have written. Many of you actually tried and answered, so that's amazing. So, guys, Rabbit is different and RBIH is different. So please, if you are not revising it, ask me. We'll revise it someday. But as of now, since I feel many of you might have revised regarding this RBI subsidiary, so this is the question for you, a very static question, but an important one with respect to a subsidiary of RBI only. So which subsidiary am I talking about? I'm talking about DICGC, which is Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. You have to tell me, इसमें से कौन से deposit, what all deposits are actually insured under your DICGC Act. When I talk about DICGC, it actually insures deposits up to rupees 5 lakh. So you have to tell me इसमें से कौन से accounts के deposit are secure. Okay, you can take your time and tell me the correct answer. Okay, only saving account, do you feel like that? Yes, D is the correct answer. That means your saving accounts, your current accounts, as well as your recurring accounts, all are insured. But what is not insured? Any deposit which is by your central or state government, any deposit which is by your foreign governments, or the deposit of interbank. जैसे ICI ने अपना deposit रखा है HDFC के पास, या फिर किसी और regional rural bank के पास अगर अपना deposit रखा है, in that case this will not be insured. But other जो भी public के deposit है, be it your savings, be it your currents, be it your recurring, all will be is insured. So try and read about all the subsidiaries. और read कहाँ से करना है? Then simply type करो RBI subsidiaries, और RBI की ऑफिशियल साइट पे आप देखोगे सबसे लास्ट में एक लिंक है. गो ओवर देयर एंड ट्राई एंड रीड अबाउट ऑल दी सब्सिडरीज. दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एग्जाम. नेक्स्ट थिंग, like we are very much talking about Startup India, why not discuss about Startup India scheme all at once? कब start हुई थी? In the year 2016. किसने किया था? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री ने. नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट स्टार्टअप्स, हाउ आर स्टार्टअप्स बीइंग डिफाइंड इन इंडिया, या फिर कौन कौन से स्टार्टअप्स हैं जो कि एलिजिबल हैं. दिस इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. सो व्हाट इज द स्टार्टअप डेफिनेशन इन इंडिया? ऑल दोज हु आर हेडक्वार्टर्ड इन इंडिया, मतलब रजिस्ट्रेशन का होना चाहिए इंडिया के अंदर. कितने साल होने चाहिए इनके ऑपरेशन में? 10 years और लेस, मतलब नॉट मोर देन 10 years आर अलाउड टू कॉल देम एज अ स्टार्टअप. नेक्स्ट थिंग, एनुअल टर्नओवर कितना होना चाहिए? एनुअल टर्नओवर शुड बी फ्यूअर देन 100 crores. सो yes, less than 10 years, and annual turnover should be fewer than 100 crores. So that is also one of the limit. Next thing is the features. What are the features of this? So इस स्कीम के फीचर्स क्या हैं? सो देखो, स्टार्टअप को प्रमोट करना है तो क्या करना होगा? दे नीड फाइनेंस. सो फीचर इज माइक्रो फाइनेंस. माइक्रो फाइनेंस वुड बी provided to the entrepreneurs who actually qualify for all the following conditions. With this, they also must have a bank account which is linked to Aadhaar and all that data, which is I hope you all know about that. तो एक तो ये सब स्टार्टअप्स को कब मिलेगा? जब बैंक अकाउंट होगा, आधार से लिंक्ड होगा, पैन कार्ड से लिंक होगा. इसके अलावा initial capital which was given under this scheme was 20,000 crore. And when do we celebrate our National Startup Day? It's at 16th of January. Okay, if I talk about this very scheme, तो इस scheme में ना एक action plan था. So when I talk about this scheme, there is an action plan which has 3 core areas. So what is the action plan? First action plan, it is regarding simplification and hand holding. तो इसमें startups को कैसे help कर रहे हैं? They'll be providing self-certification. Apart from that, Startup India Hub would be there, and they'll also roll out a mobile app. They have also helped these startups by providing legal support as well as support in patenting. Apart from this, if a startup wants to wind up its business, तो उनको भी help मिलती है. Next thing is funding support is also given. We have already seen, and under this there is a Startup India seed fund, that is seed fund scheme is also there. We'll talk about a Startup India seeds fund scheme in some other session, but as of now, if I talk about Startup India scheme only, तो इसमें कितनी support मिलती है? 10,000 crore specifically funds of fund is being created. You are also given credit guarantee funds. Tax exemption is also there. So all these are some of the initiatives under your Startup India scheme. Next thing is iMade program was a program that was launched specifically for startups to help them develop 10 lakh mobile apps. Why do we want Indian mobile apps? Because there are many cyber related issues. तो cyber crime से protect करने के लिए there are certain initiatives like your iMade program. We all know about TikTok and all that. So we have banned that. अब उसकी replacement we want something indigenous like. तो उसके लिए this iMade program was being created. Yes, security, safety. And Sanjay is asking, seed fund is initial fund, right? Yes, seed fund scheme, basically seed fund is the first fund that any startup gets. Next thing, in this Startup India scheme, we want innovation to be happening. So for that, there is industry academia partnership in which incubation would also be given. So इसके लिए हमने क्या किया है? अटल इनोवेशन मिशन वी क्रिएटेड सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट टैलेंट यूटिलाइजेशन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस 7 रिसर्च पार्क्स हैव बीन क्रिएटेड एट IIT मद्रास. तो रिसर्च पार्क्स क्या करते हैं? दे एक्चुअली हैंड होल्ड या फिर हेल्प करते हैं आपके स्टार्टअप्स को टू एक्चुअली स्टार्ट देयर बिजनेसेस. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, दे हैव ऑल्सो हेल्प्ड इन लॉन्चिंग द फोकस्ड प्रोग्राम फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, एंड ऑल्सो ग्रैंड challenges are being done so that these startups can also see that, okay, whatever we are performing, is it at par with the industry standards or not? Okay, so this is just the answer part of it. Let's move ahead and see what is the next statement. So SEBI, when was this established? It is a regulatory it is a regulatory for capital markets. So you have to tell me, when was it established? SEBI कब establish हुई थी? When was this established? Quickly tell me. गाइज, RBI SEBI नाबार्ड से रिलेटेड जो भी स्टैटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसको अच्छे से याद कर लो. हु इज राइटिंग 1982? It is 1988. Very good. So, and where is it headquartered at? It is headquartered in Mumbai. And, recently it was in news because it has asked all the trading companies to give back. Or you can also, people like us, like we can now freeze or block our account if we feel that there is some suspicion that is happening. Next thing is windfall tax. We have discussed about windfall tax in yesterday's session. It is an unexpected financial gains or profits, specifically in your petroleum and oil related sectors. Now, if I talk about World Economic Forum, It is planning to open a center of excellence at Hyderabad, Telangana for healthcare and life sciences, which will be focused on which industrial revolution? On fourth center for fourth, and so C4IR. This is how, sometimes it is written in your newspaper. So C4IR will be established in Hyderabad, Telangana, specifically for healthcare and life sciences. Okay, next thing, MPLADs have actually opened this e-Sakshi mobile application, which will be by your MOSPI, and Karnataka Bank is partnership with Clicks Capital for having the co-lending partnership through UB co-lend platform. Now, since MPLAD is there in news, why not discuss about MPLAD scheme as well? So if I talk about the launch year, what is the launch year? 1993. Very good, Sumit. Yes, it's 5 crore. Let's first discuss this MPLAD scheme. Launch kab hui thi? Way back in the year 1993. Who is the ministry? Nodal ministry? It's your MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It's a central sector scheme. That means 100% fund is given by your central government. Abhi jo MP Local Area Development Scheme hai, what is it doing? It is actually helping the members of parliament to recommend certain developmental works in their own area or in their own constituency. तो इसमें हर एक मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट को कितना फंड दिया जाता है? एवरी मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट इज गिवन 5 करोड़ रुपीज. सो दिस इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट डेटा दैट यू मस्ट रिमेंबर. इसके अलावा इन ईच, अगर कोई भी एक काम कर रहे हैं, इफ दे आर दे आर डूइंग सर्टेन वर्क, इन दैट मिनिमम अमाउंट एलोकेशन इज डन. तो व्हाट इज द मिनिमम अमाउंट दैट इज एलोकेटेड? इट इज 2.5 lakhs. अर्लियर इट वाज 1 lakh, बट इट वाज सर्टेनली बीइंग इंक्रीज टू 2.5 lakhs. तो मतलब हर एक काम को करने के लिए कितना फंड एलोकेटेड है स्पेसिफिकली? इट इज 2.5 lakhs. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, MPLAD fund, in MPs can also merge their fund with other centrally sponsored scheme. तो अगर कोई और centrally sponsored scheme is functional, then they can also merge their funds with that. Also चाहो तो 2 states, 2 constituencies के MPs भी अपना फंड merge करके they can launch 1 or more schemes. Apart from this, other features are MPs have the choice. अच्छा, अब MP को पता कैसे चलता है कौन सा काम करना है? Then respective district collectors, they actually suggest the works to the MPs and accordingly MP release these funds. अच्छा, अगर MP लोकसभा की जगह राज्यसभा का है, in that case he can actually recommend in 1 or more districts some work if at all it is to be done. अच्छा, अगर कोई MP नॉमिनेटेड है, क्योंकि वो किसी स्टेट से तो किसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से तो चुन के आया नहीं है, ही इज अ नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर, इन दैट केस 1 or more districts he can choose for his implementation of work. अच्छा, एक और चीज, in this very scheme STs and SCs are given special focus. So it is being said कि हर एक MP को at least 15% of their total fund must use in those areas जो कि SC population inhabited है, and 7.5% in those areas जो कि ST population वाले हैं. So this is an important thing which is there for your MP in your MPLAD fund. Try and remember both the data, these are important. अच्छा, फंड को यूज किस लिए किया जा सकता है? देखो, अगर आप पढ़ोगे इसको, when you will read this, it is everywhere that you can use it. but कहाँ नहीं किया जा सकता? Let's read that. MPLAD फंड को where you cannot use. So you cannot use in maintenance operation work कि चलो नल खराब हो गया, let's give money. You cannot use like that. कोई भी residential buildings, if at all you are creating for government or some PSU, then also you cannot use this fund. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि MP खुद का घर बनवा रहा है इस फंड को यूज करके. This cannot happen. नेक्स्ट थिंग, कोई कॉमर्शियल बिल्डिंग नहीं बना सकते. अदर थिंग इज, कोई ऐसा एसेट नहीं बना सकते कि इससे एसेट बना के उसको आप किसी प्राइवेट पर्सन के नाम कर दो, या फिर कोई किसी की डेथ हो गई है तो उसको पैसा देने के लिए यू कैन नॉट यूज दिस. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, मान लो कोई हाईवे का कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है, कोई रोडवेज का कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है, तो लैंड एक्वायर किया, यू कैन नॉट यूज दिस फंड फॉर लैंड एक्विजिशन. दैट इज ऑल्सो वन मेजर थिंग. सो ट्राई एंड रिमेंबर ऑल दोज वर्क्स दैट आर नॉट परमिसिबल. दैट इज वॉट इज important. I hope you will be able to remember this. Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. So as of now we have discussed two schemes. One is your Startup India and then is your MPLAD fund. Yes. Now let's discuss what we have discussed in the regular sessions. So it was your Chhattisgarh which came up with this Mahatri Vandana Yojana. So remember this, Mahatri Vandana Yojana is for Chhattisgarh women. आर्थिक सरकारी लाडली बहन योजना, आर्थिक सरकारी लाडली बहन योजना is of which state? Is there any rule for checking? Yes, CAG actually audit all these funds. So CAG usually audits where this MPs are funding. So yes, it's your MP. Amazing. So it's a scheme of your Madhya Pradesh. And one such similar scheme was again in news, which is regarding Mukhyamantri Mahila Udyamit Abhiyan, which is for your Assam government. So try and remember this. Aditi, state schemes are important only for your phase one. So try and revise maximum schemes that are there in news. You need not go into the depth of these very state schemes. So because all these schemes were related to your women only, I have compiled it at single point. So you can just revise it over here. Next thing, India International Science Festival. We talked about this yesterday. So India International Science Festival ki theme was the question that I asked you yesterday. It is regarding science and technology public outreach in Amritkal. What is the venue? Where is it organized? Well, you have to tell me the venue. It is at DBT Regional Center for Biotechnology. Where is it situated? No, it is not from budget. It is released separately. It is not from budget. In the COVID times, this was certainly decreased to 1 crore, then it was increased to 2 crores. But now, in the normal days, it's 5 crore only. Yes, it's in Faridabad. So, India International Science Festival, where is it happening? It's happening in Faridabad, that is in Haryana. Okay. Or India International Science Festival, so you need not remember much because science is not a part of your RBI syllabus, so you can just skip it. Next thing is Project Samaveshi, which is by your Indian Science Technology and Engineering Facility map of your Office of Principal Advisor. That's all for the from the vision part. Let's discuss a scheme. This scheme is important because it's of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. When was it launched? Way back in the year 2021. And what is its objective? The objective is PM Daksh ka objective kya hai? The objective is to increase the skill levels of the target youth. Skill kaise increase karenge? By short term and long term skill training for wages as well as self employment. तो या तो waged employment मिल जाए या फिर self employment मिल जाए. For both the scheme will be there. अब ये स्कीम को इम्प्लीमेंट कौन कर रहा है? तो देर आर 3 पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग्स दैट आर there are 3 public sector undertakings that are implementing this. So one is your National Schedule Caste Finance and Development Corporation, then is your National Backward Classes Finance and Development Corporation, and the last one is your National Safai Karamcharis Finance and Development Corporation. Could you please tell me, National Safai Karamcharis Finance and Development Corporation is also an implementing agency of which scheme? This is also an implementing agency of which scheme? Could you please tell me? We have discussed that scheme, in recent past only. Kartikeya, I'm fine. No. I am taking the class from remotely itself. I have some work. That's why I was not able to go. Yes, namaste. Amazing. If you guys can, correlate all these schemes, then that's amazing. You are doing a good thing. Okay. So, yes, very good. Very good. Now, under the PM Daksh, okay, Maharshi is also telling me the full form of PM Daksh. So he is telling me it is Dakshata and कौशलता संपन्न हितग्रही. So guys, PM Daksh की एक full form भी है. Definitely I missed it over here, so I feel that I'll get an answer from each one of you. What is the full form of PM Daksh? Next thing, if I talk about the eligibility, who is eligible under this initiative? It is 18 to 45 years of people are eligible. अब वो कौन से people हैं जो eligible हैं? One is your SCs. The other one is your OBCs who have an income of less than 3 lakh. Then economically backward classes जिनकी income 1 lakh से कम है. Then all the STs, semi-nomadic, nomadic, notified tribes. Apart from this, Safai Karamcharis and their dependents, their families are also eligible. So try and remember the eligibility criteria. Now, इसके components क्या है and what are the outcomes? There are 4 components to it. The first one is your upskilling program. So upskill करेंगे उनको जिनके पास कोई skill नहीं है या फिर उनके पास skill है and उनको furnish करना है. इसके अलावा they'll also recognize prior learning. If at all some prior learning is there, तो उनको भी certificate एक छोटा सा test लेकर they'll be given the certificate. And Next thing is short term training program. So in this short term training program, they are actually be giving some short term training, and also some stipend is there. See, you need not learn about all the stipend and all the data, that is not important. But iska outcome kya chahte hain, they want that out of the 100% candidates that they are doing, usme se 70% must be giving the wage and self employment. Okay, Ashish, I'll try to take this suggestion. I'll try and do this from Monday itself. So please bear with me as of now. Next thing, entrepreneurial development program. If I do EDP, at least 70% of the candidates should be self-employed, or this wage employed must be there, and also the same thing with the long-term training program is there. So these are the four initiatives under this. PM Daksh Yojana. Moving ahead, the next question for you. Cabinet has approved an MOU. So you have to tell me this MOU has been signed between whom? One is your India and the other is? This MOU is signed for medical products regulation. So we have recently talked about Schedule M drugs. I hope you are revising the previous session. So Schedule M drugs and the guidelines related things were being changed recently. So an MOU an MOI, memorandum of intent, has been signed. So one is your India and the other one is your Netherlands. Very good. Next question is regarding IREDA, which is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, and Dash has joined hands in co-lending for renewable energy projects. So both of these will be co-lending for renewable energy projects. One is your IREDA and the other one is your Indian Overseas Bank. So Indian Overseas Bank and IREDA are actually joining hands. No, it's not Bank of Baroda. Okay, one thing I want to suggest you guys, in tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll be having a session on ACER report. So guys, ACER report is very 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 important for your exam. Try and jot down all the important facts regarding this ACER report, and I would ऑल्सो रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल कि एसर रिपोर्ट को जैसे मैं अभी तो रिकॉर्ड कर दूंगी, बट बिफोर योर एग्जाम ऑल्सो ट्राई एंड रिमेंबर ऑल द पॉइंट्स विच आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग इट ओवर देयर. सो आज की क्लास में मैंने एसर नहीं लिया, आई विल बी टेकिंग अप टुमारो. Yes, ACER is by Pratham NGO. We'll be taking up tomorrow. I'll try to take it as live, but let's see if at all it's not possible. I'll record it and then put it in place. Next thing is regarding Ministry of Railways. Maharshi, I'll definitely discuss about that. Ministry of Railways has a goal of turning green. Very bad, guys. If anybody of you is saying that 2027, that's very bad. Few in the last week only I discussed that US aid is actually supporting India in this very initiative, and at that time only I've discussed that it is 2030, not 2027. Remember this, guys. It is 2030. Indian Railways want to go green by 2030. Yes, net zero by 2030. Amazing. So next question is regarding which ministry has. Yes, green, net zero, it's one and the same thing. Next thing, which ministry has organized an exclusive event titled Rewind, Rejoice, Reboot and Reimagine on 17th of January? So you have to tell me this event is by whom? It is by Ministry of Science and Technology. No, it is by Ministry of Culture. So, Rewind, Rejoice, Reboot, and Reimagine is by Ministry of Culture. Remember this. Okay. Next question is regarding MeitY, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It has launched, a first graphene center. So you have to tell me, ये जो graphene center है, where is it established? And if at all you can tell me where do we use these graphene? जो ये graphene है, ये कहाँ कहाँ use करते हैं? Where do we use these graphene? Yes, it's in Kochi, Kerala. Now tell me, graphene, where is it used? जितने भी इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स है, In fact, this national quantum mission was also there in news. I'll discuss this in the upcoming sessions. So national quantum mission may whatever quantum infrastructure we want to create, semiconductor industry, over there we use these graphene. Next thing, why am I talking about this facility? Then Ministry of Information and Technology has launched two programs. What are these two programs? Center of Excellence in Intelligent Internet of Things, and India's first graphene center is another initiative of this MeitY. So that's why I'm asking you this question. And guys, National Quantum Mission we'll be taking up on Monday, I guess. Next thing is your Khadi Sanatan Vastra is an initiative which is launched by whom? Yes, in electronic devices also, some specialized electronic devices, we do use graphene. Next is Khadi Sanatan Vastra. It is launched by whom? It is launched by KVIC. Very good. If you could please tell me, KVIC is under which ministry? It is under Ministry of... It's under Ministry of... KVIC is the correct answer, but I want to ask you what is the name of the ministry? Ministry of MSME. Yes, cool. So apart from this, देखो था तो बहुत कुछ, पर ये important नहीं है, बस इतना याद कर लो, KVIC, Ministry of MSME, and Khadi Vastra, Khadi Sanatan Vastra. That is. No, it's not Commerce and Industry. It is Ministry of MSME. Okay. Next thing, in a significant announcement, at World Economic Forum that happened at Davos, we'll also be covering everything that happened at Davos in Monday's session, because as it is over and the details are out now in the public, we'll discuss whatever happened in Davos. So as of now, I want to ask you, Adani Group has actually told that it will be investing 50,000 crore. At what place? It will be investing at what place? For developing this hyperscale data center. Data center would be constructed at Mumbai, at Navi Mumbai, and your Pune. So at what place is it? Yes, it's Maharashtra. Very good. Yes, it has signed an MOU with government of Maharashtra only. Next thing is, you have to tell me the private sector bank that will be launching its first branch in Singapore. So it is aiming to launch its first branch in Singapore. What is it? What is the name of that bank? HDFC Bank, yes. HDFC Bank is certainly off late. It is again in news because of a higher loan to deposit ratio. So what is this loan to deposit ratio? If at all I have to, in layman terms, agar main bolu, if at all a bank has, 100 crore rupees as a deposit, it has 100 crore rupees at deposit. And if it is giving 100 crore as loan, डिपॉजिट आया और जैसा आया वैसे का वैसे ही लोन में दे दिया, देन लोन टू डिपॉजिट रेशियो इज समवेयर 1, or you can say percentage में 100% is there. So what do you think, RBI ने कितना बोला है? What is the comfortable limit that must be maintained? No, UPI Pay Now collab is something different. It is between the NPCI and the Singapore government. It is something different. It is opening its branch over there. So these two are different things. Yes. So RBI certainly, loan to deposit ratio is very, very high in your HDFC Bank, which is going up to more than 100%. That means uske paas itna deposit nahi hai, and the amount of loan that it is giving, it is very high. So it is unsustainable, and that's why also certainly we have seen that HDFC Bank's shares have certainly dipped. So as far as RBI is concerned, it is saying that close to 70 to 75% of your loan to deposit ratio or percentage is good. Yes, in some areas it is 200% also. That I'm not confirm about, but certainly overall ratio is above 100%. So highly unsustainable. Okay, next question is regarding Ministry of Education. For coaching centers, it has come up with certain guidelines. You have to tell me which of the following guidelines is correct. Is incorrect. Sorry, incorrect. So kindly read it once and try to tell me the answer. Yeah, wow, 200%. Deposit 100 crore and it is lending 200 crore. That is what the, this data shows. But anyways, moving ahead, tell me this. No, there should be no confusion. It's incorrect. You have to tell me incorrect statement. Agar koi bhi incorrect nahi hai, then option number 5 will be the correct answer. All the statements given over here are correct. See, the recent guidelines which are regarding this, then minimum qualification for any tutor over here would be graduation. Apart from this, 16 years and older will only be provided with the coaching. And the post secondary, that means after 10th only you will be given the coaching. And centers must meet a minimum space requirement. That means, we have heard about various fire incidents that happened. So we want that, no such things should happen in future. So that's why. And if at all some institute is not, abiding by that, then 1 lakh fine would be given. Okay. Next thing, if you have any query, you can ask me now. If you have any query, you can ask me now. And for PDF, you can go over here. Sorry. Do you have any query with this, with regarding the session? You can ask. Okay, then thank you. Have a nice day. And if you like the session, do hit the like button. And that's all from my end. Okay, some topics are really very left, really left. Like your national quantum mission, I'll be taking up this on Monday. Apart from this, ASER report, definitely important. We'll be taking this up again. And phase 5.3 of Udan has been launched. So we'll discuss, these three topics which were left in today's session in on Monday. I guess that would be fine. And please do keep on revising and, learning. Thank you and have a nice day.